What's going on, lads, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Rate of Glory. This is episode number 3. Now, I want to talk to you guys first about, obviously, why we have no face cam for this episode. This episode is going to be a post-com only episode. The full thing is going to be post-com, and we're not going to have face cam. However, for the next episodes, the plan is I'm going to be streaming on Twitch these episodes, and then with the streams, I'm going to chop them up and put them as the episodes in the highlights. So, we start this episode off going 1-0 down to a really basic team. Max Philipp, somehow from Dortmund, scored an absolute banger against me, and I was very disappointed to concede that goal, and that is how the game ended. It ended 1-0. I was really cheesed off, actually. That was, I think, the first Div Rivals game I actually played on this account, or one of the first. By the way, I've started playing a bunch of Div Rival accounts off camera, because I know you guys won't, sorry, not accounts, games. I know you guys don't really want to watch all the gameplay, but you guys do want to watch some of it, so I decided to play a bunch off camera, which I'll talk to you guys about in just a second. So, we go ahead and complete an SBC there, and we do get a walkout. This was for the Hybrid Master SBC, and everyone had to have loyalty. It cost me about 12,000 coins, and as you guys see here, we get ourselves Inform Summit in the pack. Now, that's not the only thing we pack. This was I think this is the best pack that we got. Or we've had, sorry, on the entire Rate of Glory, including the Lewandowski pack. You guys will see who we get in this pack, but I was very satisfied with the Inform because I had a Bundesliga team at the time, and it would work perfectly. And as you guys will see, we also got Kyle Walker and Rashford and Sissoko in the same pack. It was an absolutely insane pack. Very happy with it. I was jumping for joy when I was in a call with Bates and Nep and I think Marshall, and I was jumping for joy with that. That's incredible for the Rate of Glory. Obviously, we got Kyle Walker, we got Rashford, and I was debating with myself whether I should sell Walker or not, or whether I should keep him, because like this was my team at the time. I was very satisfied with this team, so I really could not decide, and we go ahead and do another SBC. This one was for, I think, a 35k pack, so still a decent reward to get from an SBC, and we don't get a walkout, sadly, in this pack. It's not going to be a walkout, and it's not going to be a ball drop either. It's going to be Fernando. I think we pretty much used up all our luck in the Lewandowski and that 50k pack as well, so we go ahead and pretty much just get rid of everyone here. Me and the sales for about 1,000 coins. And I want to ask you guys what you guys think about me just selling a bunch of players that I know I'm not going to use. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, and just, if I know I'm not going to use a player, discard / get rid of an SBC. So I went and completed a gold upgrade pack really quickly with a few non-rares that I had in the club that I knew I wasn't going to use. And to be honest, that's the plan. All the non-rares that I know I'm not going to use, I'm probably just going to submit into the gold upgrade SBC, because really, I don't see why not. I don't see why I shouldn't put the gold non-rares that I'm not going to use, I shouldn't put into the gold upgrade SBC. I think that it's probably the best idea. Just try and get new stuff in the club. And at the time, I think I wanted a centre back or a right back for our team, and I was getting really upset as well because I couldn't find one. So I decided to go into a draft, and we actually get a pretty solid draft here as well. Funny thing about this draft is you don't see it because the game didn't count, but I was getting pumped 6-0 in the first game, and the guy either DC'd or turned his console off or something. I'm not entirely sure, but like in the 70th minute, I luckily don't get the loss. He DCs, so I get to stay in the draft in the second round. In the first round, which was it was incredibly lucky, and I was very grateful that I didn't get thrown out of the first round of the draft after a 6-0 absolute dicking. So I was very happy with that, and we actually built a pretty solid draft. Sadly, we had to have a Dyer at centre back, but we kept some of them off for Koulibaly. So this is our technically first game after the first game of the draft. He's got Ronaldo, Pjanic, Callahan. He's got Haysad. He's got Barini, Crescito, De Rossi, Verratti. It's a pretty solid draft, if you ask me. And he was talking in game as well. No idea what he was saying, but he was talking in game. And I'm sure he probably had some good reactions to some of the goals we scored, because we did pretty well, in my opinion, in this draft. Now, he actually goes 1-0 up here with just a really annoying cross goal. I really hate crosses. I just can't defend against them. It's so difficult to defend against crosses, and I'm really struggling to actually figure out how to cross myself. I'm trying to figure out the best opportunities, but I just get closed down straight away by my opponent. So I need to work on my defending and my attacking as well with crosses. And he goes and scores a second one with Marini. I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed at this. Like, I'd just gone 2-0 down in 12 minutes or something. But luckily, with a few good passes here and Vardy with a really nice strike, we get one back in the 25th minute, and we make it 2-1. This guy's celebrations as well was so annoying, so I just decided to run around the pitch with my arms in the air for a little bit, because it wasn't like a douchey celebration, but I was trying to get under the guy's skin a little bit, because I just wanted to try and get an easier win, and I thought that if I get underneath this guy's skin, that'll be the best way to do it. And we go ahead and score from his mistake. We get the ball back, and Sanchez puts the ball in the back of the net. I really like Sanchez in this game. He's honestly one of my favourite players on this game, without a shadow of a doubt. The guy is a really good player. And then on the stroke of half-time, well, just before it anyway, we get another chance here, and it's a finesse shot with James Milner, of all people, on the outside of the box. I decided to shush him because I just wanted to... I mainly wanted to rage quit because he wasn't playing very well at all. He was actually a really poor player, but he got the lucky goals at the start, so I wanted to try and assert dominance and try and get a rage quit, which sadly did not happen. However, he goes through here in the 59th minute, and look at this. Just look at this. I try and block the pass, and he goes for the pass, and it bounces off my player straight into Ronaldo's path, and Ronaldo scores another header. I was so like, I was just like, wow, of course. And then we actually get a corner here, and from the corner we pass the ball out to Sanchez. He whips the ball in, and I think it was Jamie Vardy with the really nice left-footed volley there to make it 4-3. I just again ran around the pitch and did a random celebration, and that was how the game ended. Apparently, I don't think it was. Oh, we won 4-3. Maybe I just forgot to include the last goal. I apologise if I did, or maybe I had enough goals in there. I don't know. I'm lost. Anyway, the next game we come up against this team, and I was really worried because he had Bale at cam, he had Suarez and Rodrigo, he had Asensio. The more I looked at it though, the more I was like, damn, this is actually a poor team. He's got Buffon off chem, most of his defense is off chem, and his defense just had so many holes in it that I just exploited it madly with Salah and with Vardy. So we go 1-0 up in the 15th minute. He actually started off really attacking and was really strong, but then I decided just to try and exploit the defense and exploit the holes in defense, and it worked, luckily. As you can see, just a massive gap in defense for this guy, which is disappointing for him, I guess. And we go ahead and score a second goal 3 minutes later with, again, Salah. I was trying to get as many goals as possible just to make him rage quit. We didn't get a rage quit. It feels like no one wants to rage quit in draft. I guess maybe it's because it's draft and you don't get a second opportunity, but I don't really get too many rage quits in general on this game, so maybe it's just because it's early days. Anyway, we go ahead and score a third in the 64th minute, and actually we probably should have scored about 6 or 7, like, no joke. We really should have scored a whole lot more goals, but I just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Honestly, I just could not put the ball in the back of the net. It was really annoying, and that's the one thing I am struggling with a little bit on this game. And I had it down on my main account for a while, and then I stopped playing, and I've lost it again. So we go ahead and score again with Salah. It was a really weird goal that I thought he was going to go with his right foot and go cross body, but he ended up going with his left foot near post, and I was just like, very interesting to say the least. It was a weird one, but we go ahead and win that game 4-0. It was a nice win, and we did have the coin boost modifier on. Only the 200 coins. I forgot that I could get 1,000 coins. And I didn't really try it. This is the next team we come up against. Pretty okay team, but he's got Butland off chem. He's got Hazard and Sterling off chem. Depay on no chemistry. Eriksen off chem as well. He's got Sanchez off chem. He's got a good team, but it's pretty much all off chem. We go ahead and score a really nice goal there with Vardy in the 38th minute. This guy was so passive and so annoying to play against because he just held a solid back line, and whenever he got the ball, he just held it in midfield. That was his game plan the whole time, was just to hold it in midfield, and it was super annoying to play against, especially for someone that likes a good counter break. And he'd just go up on counter attacks like this, and he'd just have so many players up that I couldn't do anything about it. I thought having my player right in front of the goal there would stop that, but no, when he goes ahead and does the phone celebration, don't even know what the celebration is. But we go ahead here and we destroy him with a drag back, and we go 2-1 up in 82nd minute. And I was so excited, I really was. I was so hyped to get that goal to make it 2-1. And I was like, right, okay, I'm just going to play ultra defensive. I'm just going to hold the ball if I get the ball. Forgetting how this game goes, of course, and straight from kickoff, what do you know, hey, kickoff boost OP, I guess. We actually put a challenge in, and I felt like I should, like, my player just would not put a challenge in there, even though I was out-strengthening him. I felt like I should have got the ball, and that was just the cheesiest goal I think I've ever seen. 3 of my defenders caught napping, and 2 of them should have got the ball, and he does that silly celebration again, and genuinely I was getting so triggered at him just doing that same celebration. And then look at this shit. Like, where am I supposed to throw the ball here? That's the one thing that really irks me about this game, is where are you supposed to throw the ball with the keepers? And then we went 3-2 down, and I was so angry. I was angry not only with myself, but I was angry at the fact that this scrub gets a win playing the way that he plays. That, like, it really just annoyed me, and unfortunately we lose 3-2 in the final of the draft. I was annoyed with the game. I was annoyed with how it all went, and we get ourselves a premium gold pack and a jumbo premium gold pack for losing the draft second round. And we go ahead and get a board drop in our premium gold pack. It's going to be a German centre mid. It's actually going to be Gundogan, so it's not a bad pull. He's about 7,000-ish coins, so I'll take that. It's not bad at all. And I do want to ask you guys as well, as you guys will see it towards the end of this episode, we're looking really solid in terms of the team, in terms of coin balance, etc. I think at the end of this episode, I will be at about 50,000 coins, because I have been playing all day on Division Rivals with a 1,000 coin modifier, and I've gained like maybe 35, 40k. Do you guys want to see me just do a ton of drafts, or do you guys want to see me open packs with those coins? What do you guys want to see me do with that like 40, 50k? Because I'm down to do whatever. Maybe I buy some plays for SBCs. Maybe I just store it and hold it for like a new SBC. Maybe I wait for Wants to Watch and see if I can do a Wants to Watch SBC with it. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know down below what you guys want me to do, and I'll see what we can do with the coin balance. We go ahead and did a 2-player pack with some of the non-rares that we have. We get a French goalkeeper. It's going to be Lecomte. Not very great, actually. Very disappointed with that. Just disappointed in general. But we also get Emre Can. Decent player, German, so works with our German theme, and I was quite happy with it. So I was thinking maybe we try and play Ronaldo up top on loan. We see what we can do there, and we go ahead and did another SBC. I can't remember which SBC this was. I think it was like the Puzzler or something. We get like a 25k pack or something for it, and we get João Moutinho. Not great. Sadly, it was a bit disappointing as well, but we'll take it. All the players are good. At the minute, we're looking really, really strong for coins and stuff like that. So it's like, the SBCs are mainly just to get like a good few plays in the club and stuff, and to see if we can get anything good for our team. That's pretty much the goal for me for SBCs, as we get nothing in our other 25k pack for finishing the Hybrid League and Nation SBC. We got Guy, he goes for a little bit, but it's nothing spectacular. But yeah, I've got a team that I'm pretty much rotating in and out the whole time, and I might do some BPM, I might do some bronze packs just to get some consumables, I might just open some gold packs with the coins we've got. Of course, tomorrow, we will get Division Rival Awards as well, which should give us a good few cards in the club, like a good few consumables, a good few players. I think we're looking good for Rank 2 Division 5 as we get a board drop in a 2-player pack. It's going to be a French striker. It's going to be Lacazette, an incredible pack if you ask me, because that's a really solid player from the Premier League, and it works really well on our team as well. But yeah, so we get like a couple of 15ks, a couple of 35ks, and a couple of 50ks tomorrow from Rank 2 rewards and tradable. So hopefully that gives us a couple of players. Like, ideally, if I could dream of a player, it'd be like a Pogba or a Lukaku would be incredible, because that'd work in the strike force in the team that I'm currently rocking with. But you know, anything like that, maybe like a Robben would be incredible. Maybe a Bellarabi would be really nice just as a right mid. And we're coming up against this team in our next Division Rivals match. It's a really beta team. He's got Casillas off chem. He's got most players off chem, 55 chemistry. He's got that Bittencourt special card at centre mid. And look what this Bittencourt does. Like, this is what happens whenever I come against good players. Shit players with shit teams even. My players just cannot pass. My good players cannot pass, and their shit players can do stuff like that. It's beyond me. And I could not pass for most of the game. It was so irritating. I just couldn't do anything in this game. I couldn't pass it. I couldn't dribble it. My players just were moving like absolute slugs. It was so annoying. And luckily, Piszczek, that absolute bullet there, got us back into the game at 1-0 in the 50th minute. That's how long it took us. It took us to the 50th minute to get back into this game, because no one could pass and no one played well at all. It was so annoying. We then get the ball out here as well, and unfortunately we missed the scissor kick there, but we win the ball back luckily with Quincy Promes that we brought on off the bench. We chip it into Lewandowski, who puts it away with a little scissor kick there to make it 2-1 in the 82nd minute, and I just held on, honestly. it was annoying because this guy had such a bad team and he wasn't a great player at all. But I had to really hold on for that win, and I was so pissed off that it ended like that, because I really felt like I should have just destroyed this guy. But sadly he's just like, my plays were just awful. It's what it felt like. It really did. So we come up against another team. This is a really nice squad. He's got Dembele, Lamar, and Mariano, Isco, Cruz, Vidal, Theo Hernandez, and then I think he's got I think that's Nacho at the back with Godin, Carvajal, and Courtois. So this was a much better team, and what do you know? My players felt good in this game. My players felt a lot better than previously. Skill moves were working. Lewandowski was picking up the ball nicely, and we go 1-0 up in the 22nd minute with a nice assist from Lewandowski and a goal from Jorginho, not Conor Playanka. And what do you know? Like, it was just weird how my players felt a lot stronger after that. Yeah, the game before that, my players felt awful. So it was a strange one, and then we go 2-0 up here in the 73rd minute. Another goal from Jorginho, this time an assist from, I think it was Promes, and he had 2 red cards in this game as well. He just kept sliding in. He was playing really awfully. I think he lost his head and he just got super angry at the game. So he actually ended up losing this game 2-0. Thankfully, I came out on top of that game and I destroyed him. I did, but that ends our placement. We won 3, drew 1, and lost 1, and we get Division 5, and this is where the real grind begins. I did this a little bit late. I should have played these games like the day before, but our first game in Div Rivals is against this squad, and this is a really nice meta starter squad. It's just a really nice squad in general. And I was actually not looking forward to playing this squad at all, because the 4-4-2 always destroys me on this game. And as our first Div Rivals game, we come against this. And just look at this with Christiansen. He scores an absolute banger of a bicycle kick to make it 1-0 in the 32nd minute from a corner. They're just incredibly OP. I really hope they get nerfed, but I also don't, because they look so cool. But I kind of do hope they get nerfed still. And he goes through again and scores a second goal. And I was just like, I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I don't know what happened to me, but like I went from going on my Xbox at the weekend to playing really well to then playing absolutely awfully against everyone else on PlayStation, and we lose that game. I had 16 shots, 11 on target, but I just could not put the ball away, and I was so annoyed with myself that I couldn't put the ball away. We then play another player here, and his team is incredible. He's got Ronaldo and Immobile. He's got Mertens, Nainggolan, Allen, Milinkovic-Savic, Inform, Koulibaly, Miranda, Alex Telles, Vasalko, and Perrin in net. And I was so scared to play this team, dude. I was so angry as well. I was like, of course. I just would come up against this team. And in the 6th minute, we actually score an absolute banger with Lewandowski. This is just what Lewandowski does. The guy is incredible. I love Lewandowski in this game so much. He's just an absolute beast. He scored an absolute peach of a goal for me, thankfully, to put us 1-0 up and put us in the lead. And then he just goes on the other end of the pitch in the 20th minute with Ronaldo, touches it down from an over-the-top through ball and scores, and then does the "Can you hear me" celebration to me. I was just like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. And then he pauses it as well. I'm not sure why he paused it. But then we end up going 2-1 up in the 30th minute with some really nice play there from Lewandowski and Lacazette. Just some nice link-up play. And I was like, come on, we can surely beat this guy. Because this guy was not a good player. He was getting carried by his good players in his team. 100%. Like, that was the definition of pay to win. And it was just disappointing. So, we go ahead and a little bit of poor defending here, and it just left his player open. And sadly, Kasper Schmeichel is absolutely awful in goal, and let that goal in the 42nd minute to make it 2-2. I was so mad at Kasper Schmeichel for letting that in. And then in the 50th minute, we go through and Lewandowski puts the ball in off the post with a really nice finish to make it 3-2 in the 51st minute. And I was very happy and satisfied with that goal. We pretty much just tried to hold on for the rest of the game, like play possession. We just held the ball. We tried playing smart. I just wanted to include this free kick from Lewandowski in the 73rd minute, because look at this. I can't believe that didn't go in. What an effort. Absolute beast. But in the 86th minute, Rudiger loses a header to Mertens, and as soon as he did that, I'm like, yeah, this is game over. And for some reason, when I switched to Schulz here, he just did not run for a couple of seconds, and then Allen beats whoever my defender was there to a header, and it was just apparently the best header in the world from Allen, from like 5'8" Allen. And he scores in the 87th minute, and we draw yet another game, sadly. And I was really disappointed, because that was just the definition of a pay-to-win team. Did not deserve the win at all. But we push into rank 4 here, and we win an offline game, and we have a bunch of objectives to finish here. And I pretty much just go through a ton of objectives now for the rest of the episode. I don't think we play any more games. Maybe we play one more game. But I played like squad battles. I played offline seasons. I played a bunch of different games to try and get all the objectives done, because you do get a 7.5k pack for completing all the objectives. We go ahead and finish a game against the team of the week to complete that one, which gives us a premium loan player pack. Yeah, I think it was Bonucci. It wasn't anything spectacular, but that's what we did. We just pretty much, I was so pissed that I did not play any more games for that night, apart from maybe like 1 or 2. I was so upset that we just had some really awful losses that I decided against playing. I decided just to do a load of objectives and spend my time there. So we do a bunch of these objectives. We get like a gold pack. We get like a 2-player pack as well for doing it. I don't think we pack anything good in any of these packs. So, like, we got an Embolo there. Nothing spectacular, nothing fantastic. But as you see there, we won a squad battles game, which, you know, I think we'll get like a lone player pack at the end of the week for that squad battles game. I might play some at the weekend, some squad battles instead of weekend league, because obviously we won't have weekend league. And I might try and get us like a nice little gold pack or something for squad battles. I'm not entirely sure yet. I will decide at a later date whether I'm going to do that or not. Like, I'll decide at the weekend if I've got time or not. But we actually get a board here. It was Callahan. It wasn't too bad, actually. We get Callahan and Stones in the same 2-player pack there for doing daily objectives and starter objectives. So just to end this episode off with a few 2-player packs. This is the first one where I did. I went and actually bought a few non-rares, and I might, let me know down below if you think I should buy some non-rares off the market and do some 2-player packs. Maybe do like 5 in a row and see if we can get a walkout. Because if we can get like just anything incredible, really. Like, if we can hit like a really solid player, that'd be fantastic. We got Diallo there. This is the team that I just bought a few English players and did the 2-player pack there. And we actually ended up getting, I think, boards in this pack. But this is the end of the episode. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. Check out my Twitch, where I'm going to be streaming the episodes and uploading them here as well. I'm going to leave you with a David Luiz in a pack. Thank you for watching this episode, boys, and thank you for the support of the series so far. Leave some questions down below, and I'll answer them as well about the series. And I'll see you later.